Most people will spend their entire 20s trying to look rich instead of actually getting rich. I figured this out at 19. By 21, I became a millionaire. Now I'm 22, living in Dubai, funding my own lifestyle, no investors, no family money. And none of this came from working harder than other entrepreneurs. It came from avoiding 5 patterns that keep most people in their 20s broke. Point number 1, proximity beats possessions. You're not paying for the apartment, you're paying for who's in the elevator. When I moved to Miami, I had 2 options, either getting a $2,000 a month apartment that was further from the city center, or to get an apartment at one of the nicest buildings in Miami that's right in the middle for $4,100. It was nearly double the price of the other option. And most people would tell you that's a stupid financial decision, but I did it for one core reason, and that's because of proximity to the center. Living in that building, as soon as I would go downstairs, and even in the elevator, I would see people that I knew from social media, from YouTube, from Instagram, from TikTok, anything. And being able to speak to those people in the elevator, you can curate a genuine relationship with them, as well as the people that live nearby would all go to the same coffee shop or breakfast place. And so being able to meet those people in person is not something that you can DM your way into, right? If you don't have a big following, they're probably not gonna respond. But if you say hi to somebody in person, they're gonna talk to you, right? You can have a free conversation. Making the decision to buy that more expensive apartment gave me the ability to open up to so many more relationships that I otherwise would not have had. Point number 2, your first money should be boring and not a moonshot. Passion isn't the starting point, it's the reward. When you're starting your journey in entrepreneurship, you should pick something that cash flows now, right? If your passion is selling flowers or something like that, right? That can be great, but there's only a scale that you can get to with that, right? In your local area, if you're selling in person, if you're selling online, there's a limit to it, right? If you have aspirations for a higher income, you have to choose the right boat, right? The right business opportunity that will get you to the income that you're wanting to make for yourself. And so it's important to choose a business model that will get you that income first, and then develop a passion for it as you go through the process, right? When I was starting out doing Amazon, I didn't necessarily have a passion for it. It's just something that brought me the income that I wanted to make. And I started to genuinely get a passion for the business model as I continued to learn more about it, do it, hire people, build systems, and really scale the business. I developed a passion for entrepreneurship, meeting new people, networking, all these different things. You can develop the passions as you go along with it, right? So you should analyze what the different business models are out there that will get you to the goal that you're looking for and start it. And as you work in it, then you can pivot a little bit or switch to this. But passion comes down the road rather than in the beginning if you have goals for higher levels of income. That brings me to point number 3, is reps beat strategy. Right? Speed is the key here, right? You shouldn't get ready and then go. You should go and get ready as you're going. Watch all the YouTube videos in the world you want. You can plan, you can learn everything, but if you don't execute, you will not get any results. The people that perform best in the world start now and then learn as they go. You don't spend 50 hours watching NBA clips before you dribble a basketball. You just try it, right? You start bouncing the ball and you gotta shoot it in net, right? And you learn as you go, right? As soon as you start and you start getting practice, then you can gain an appreciation for the knowledge that you'll learn, right? If you're watching 100 different videos about XYZ business model before getting started, you're not really gonna be able to directly apply that information into the business model because all you're doing is learning, and you're not able to perfectly fit in where this information will go. So I would very strongly advise that speed is better than strategy. At least get started as soon as possible and start going with the motions before you spend all day planning and learning and doing all this kind of stuff, because it's very, very easy to learn as you go, but it's impossible to make up for the time that you spent months and months learning and didn't execute. It's always better to start fast now than learn a lot and start later. Point number 4. The people that you scroll past affect you more than the people that you follow. What you see on your phone, on your YouTube, the people that you're around, the environment that you're around is programming your mind in a certain way. Everything around you is programming you and reprogramming you. So if you're spending all day watching low-level content, you're hanging around low-level friends, that's gonna be pulling you down. Your mindset is not gonna be able to get to the same mindset of a higher status person. If you surround yourself with wonderful, great people that have also aspirational goals and are actively working hard on their goals, they're gonna motivate you. You're gonna see their results, you're gonna know that it's possible, and you're gonna try, and you're gonna see that it works, and then they're gonna see that it works, and they're gonna try harder, and you're going back and forth playing ping pong with growing and developing in your life. If you're around people that put you down, that say, oh, that's cringe, you shouldn't do that, they make fun of you, but they have no goals themselves, they have nothing that they're working on, it's dragging you down from what your potential could be. Whether it's your friends, people that you talk to, or it's just your Instagram feed or YouTube feed is just bullshit. It's just a waste of time. So it's important to really curate the environment and what's around you in your life that's reprogramming you. And this brings me to my next point, is you should build the asset before you upgrade the lifestyle. I've been doing business almost 10 years now. And I finally got, this Dubai penthouse here. This is not something that I purchased in my first month of entrepreneurship. So I would highly recommend you build the business, reinvest heavily into the business before you are spending money on stuff that is not ROI positive. I have a business that can essentially run almost autonomously. I have staff, I have systems, I've been doing this business for many, many years. And so to be able to build that asset first, before you upgrade the lifestyle is extremely important, because if you upgrade the lifestyle first before you build your business, all the cards are gonna come falling down. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.